Hi, this tutorial covers stratified random samples. To choose a stratified random sample, there are really three steps. The first step is to divide the population into strata. So strata is the plural of the word stratum, and a stratum is a group of individuals that are similar or homogeneous in some way that is important to the response. So once you have your population split up into strata, step 2 is to choose a separate simple random sample from each stratum. Then step 3, combine these simple random samples to form a stratified random sample. So divide your population into strata, choose a simple random sample from each stratum, combine the simple random samples to form your big stratified random sample. So let's take a look at an example where stratified random sampling would be useful. So a school official wants to estimate the average number of hours per week that students devote to homework. How might we choose our strata to get a more representative stratified random sample? So let's take a look at three ways of stratifying and see which one would give us the best stratification. Alright, method 1 would be to stratify corresponding to class or grade level. So freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So remember that when we're stratifying, when we pick our strata, they need to be similar in some way that is important to the response. So basically, does the class or the grade level affect how much homework they do, since homework is our response? And I would say yes. I would say that a freshman probably doesn't do as much homework as a junior or senior. So I would say that this is a good way of stratifying. Method 2, to stratify corresponding to the type of class. Okay, so either regular level classes or honors levels classes. And I would say this would certainly be a good way to do it. Students in honors level are probably going to get more homework than students in regular level classes. So I would say that this is also a good way of stratifying. Stratifying corresponding to first letter of last name. So folks that last name begins with A through E, and then last names F through K, etc. So again, we want to think, does the first letter of someone's last name affect how much homework they do? And I would say no. Last name would not seem to have any effect on how much homework students are going to do. So I would say that this would be a bad way of stratifying, since last name has no effect on the response. So now suppose that the official decides to stratify by type of class, either honors level or regular level. The official knows that 30% of students are enrolled in primarily honors classes, and 70% of students are primarily enrolled in regular level classes. If the official wants to take a sample of 50 students, he should take a simple random sample of 15 honor students and 35 regular level students. So it's important that the proportions within your simple random sample match the proportions in your population. So 30% of the population are in honors classes. If we look at 15 out of the 50, that's also 30%. And then 35 out of 50 would be 70%. So our proportions would match that way. So what's important about a stratified random sample is to get a more representative sample. Sometimes when you just take a simple random sample, maybe you would just by chance you randomly get a bunch of students that just do a lot of homework. Okay, maybe you take another sample and you get a bunch of students that don't do a lot of homework. That might throw off your data. So to make sure you have a representative sample, sometimes it's important to stratify. So you know for a fact you're going to get some that do a lot of homework and that some that don't do very much homework. So again, it's all about getting that representative sample. And sometimes a stratified random sample is the best way to do that. So that is the tutorial on stratified random samples. Thanks for watching.